is through. The only way out is
If this is the way that it must be done, I'm doing it the best, then trust me, son. Rebel, no pauses, taking out your forces with a switchblade and a rusty gun. Doing this forever, you've just begun. Don't start none, it won't be none. Metaphors, similes, jokes, and puns. Got whole squad of rap cats on the run. Since the only way out is through, not around. Then line them up, I'ma knock them down. Look at the way I rock a crowd. Got a big head, how could I not be proud? Ace said no bites allowed, so I'm firing shots across the bow. Peace to Mike Jackson, ain't no doubt. Excuse me while I make my way out.
Shell toes, peanut butter skimmed on the beat, on the rhythm, glass smooth tip, rimmed on the beat. I'm a dip, don't trip on the stick off the rip. No price, no sticker, you can rip off the gift. No item you can pick off the list. Get up on the game, I'ma tell you you can get off of this. We taking a stand to get counted. Soon as we open it up and get routed, turning it up and get loud, cause we've been heating it up since we found it. Storming the barn to get down, see how we burning it up a thick cloud. Try to struggle away to get round it. Better start stretching the day, cause we bout this.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, all right. We got Wrench. We got Arson. Oh, is that Dolio's cousin Curtis?
Yeah, it's
We
me.
have arrived.
Hey, everybody.
Yes.
Hey,
How
hey
you
Curtis.
doing?
Hey, Curtis.
Yeah,
How's your head, Curtis?
It's a little bit achy, but I took a couple, what they call ibuprofens around here.
Oh, we do have fun, don't we? We have made it in spite of the fact that I did not take the $40 8-minute Uber ride to get in front of my computer in time.
Yeah, I really want to know what was that.
I know, right? What could that have been? The metro was fine. I just got on the metro and came home. It was totally okay. But it took me 25 minutes to get home on the metro for, I don't know, $2 and change. Whereas it could have taken only 8 minutes. Plus, I'm sure actually probably a long wait. Plus a $40 just regular old Uber. So I did not do that. But I'm glad that I made it here to be with you guys. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. The Kickstarter is doing amazingly well, which means that this album project is going. And now I get to get really excited about the stuff that's coming.
Yeah.
Yes. And one of the things is already here. This is am I right, Wrench? Is Float On available to the public right now?
Yes, you can stream it right on the Kickstarter page.
Yup.
So y'all know that Modest Mouse track, Float On. If it doesn't ring a bell when you hear it, you'll be like, oh, that song.
Yeah.
Cool. So all you have to do is go to the Kickstarter page.
Yeah, and you'll see it there. You can press play. It's a little embedded thing. There's so many goodies right on the Kickstarter page.
There's a
that
lot
you can
of
just go to and
randomly awesome
enjoy.
stuff there.
That's right.
So we have our cover of Float On. We have our the recording of Annie Up video on there to tease you for what we might do for a whole.
What? The video for that is up
mixtape.
now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Yeah, you should check it out.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, you should check it out.
We have a
Lillian
little
told me it was
clip.
dope.
We have a little clip from our video set for the Black Opry.
Word.
Everybody
yeah.
everybody that backs the campaign can look at the updates for backers and get the whole video set for the Black Opry, which has a little something in the middle that you may enjoy, which is what happens when we're playing a set and B. Pharaoh suddenly leaves the room, I guess to go to the bathroom or something, and was like, oh, let's take a break. I don't know if he thought we could just like pause in the middle of the set, but I decided it was time for a commercial break.
Speaking of which, we're right back.
After these messages,
Come on.
after these messages, we'll be right back.
No. Oh, wait. I have something for that. I do. It would be cooler if I did this more quickly, but I have something for it. After these messages, wait, just hang on. It's going to be great. This is going to be totally worth the wait. There we go.
Okay.
The more you know.
Part of these messages. That was nice.
Ask your
Hey.
doctor if Gangstagrass is right for you.
Right. We got Gussie Miller in the Facebook chat.
Hey.
What up?
Side effects include
Did y'all do
pulling a
the
hammy.
zodiac signs like they do in the original Float On? I don't actually, to be honest, the only words I know are the ones in the Gangstagrass version
What?
of Float On. So
Apparently
the question from
original has
Gussie
some
is
sort of zodiac
some
sign,
sort of zodiac
something?
signs? I don't know.
No, I don't know.
I guess we should know, but we don't know.
Yeah.
One of the really cool things too about all the stuff that's on the Kickstarter page is like it's okay if you don't back. You don't have to support the album to check out the really cool stuff that's there. But you should check it out now because that Float On thing is only going to be up for a few days.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And part of why it's only going to be up for a few days is because of what's happening in a few days. But what, Arsan? I can hold
Alright,
this.
so
I can hold this.
Here's
What
the
you got?
thing.
What you got?
Gus is thinking old black guy float on. And not Modest Mouse float on.
Oh.
Wait,
Yeah, see?
is
See?
the Modest
See?
Mouse
See?
one a cover?
No.
No,
It's
Oh,
a whole
okay.
different
two
song.
radically different songs with the same
Okay.
It's like a nice smooth down jump. Float,
Yeah, so it's not
float
float.
on.
Oh, that.
Oh.
Oh.
It's not that one, Gus.
Oh,
It's
it
not
isn't.
that one.
But I like the idea.
So now we got to do that one.
Yeah, exactly. I don't mind.
We got to find a way to mash
Answer.
those two together.
Yes.
And my name's Larry. Yo,
Oh,
that record is so
yeah.
great, though.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's
man.
such a great record.
Mhm.
No,
We got CJ in the YouTube chat, being excited for new stuff we're recording.
Woo.
I know this. I know this about Gus because that's my cousin.
Woo. So excited. I'm so excited. I'm excited too about the stuff that's getting recorded. The thing I'm most excited about is the thing that's coming out on Friday.
Yeah.
The next single that we are releasing coming out on Friday.
Dog, I can't wait for this to drop. Now, I know we're releasing the single, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I heard we have a video for that. Do we have a video for that?
Say what?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Curtis, you're not in it, but your cousin Dolio has a feature role in the video.
Sweet.
There's lights, there's fuzziness, there's a bathtub, like everything you could want. Clawfoot tub, like real, the real deal. Everything you could want
Wow.
in a super hot dancey video.
I mean, you see the wonderment in my face.
I'm gonna need you to do that at all of our Zoom meetings. I want Curtis at every meeting.
Shout out to Wonderment.
Oh, wonderment. Is that like double mints?
Sure. Why
Okay.
not?
All right.
Yeah.
Not a word you hear every day anymore.
Wonderments. The
Ashley
official
Feed is
sponsor
in
of the Gangstagrass team stream.
Ashley Feed is in the YouTube. I've opened it. Our new video is less messy than the last one. And I would say so.
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay.
That.
So
Ashy feet.
So I would like to I'm gonna spill a little bit of behind the scenes information on these videos that will make things, I think, make more sense. So these two videos we recorded on the same day. The last video with the Trashnado and the video that's coming out on Friday, we recorded on the same day. Now, you might be wondering, does that mean that our son is going to have mad mustard all up in his beard? And the answer is no, because the one that's releasing on Friday, we recorded in the afternoon before recording, or the morning, something like that, like midday, before recording the very, very messy video.
Messy video.
Yes, we did things in the right order. Oh, you got all the mustard out, right? It's gone. It's all...
Yes, it's all going.
Got it.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And for my Buffy fans in the crowd, they got the mustard out.
So because I never watched that show, I don't know if that was a paraphrased song or if that was those are literally words that they sang on the show.
If you know, you know.
All right. Appreciate that. So what are you guys excited about?
Man, listen.
Oh,
I'm excited about stuff I can't talk about. So I'm not gonna say nothing.
yeah.
Actually, you know what I'm excited about right now? Right now, there's a documentary on NBA TV about Dr. J, and that makes me very excited because he was my first favorite dude on earth that wasn't my parent.
I was thinking about the shout outs that we include in the lighter notes if we were to
right.
release an album soon. And I think I'm going to shout out the 1984 Los Angeles Lakers.
The 84 Lakers?
Yeah.
Why the 84 Lakers?
That had Magic and Kareem on it. And who else?
That was Magic. That was right before wait, Showtime started. All right, so they won in 80. They beat us in 80. They beat us in 82. They lost to the Celtics in 81. We beat them in 83. So they just kept going to the finals. So that was like that was the Magic, Kareem, Worthy, Cooper, and
that's what I'm talking about.
Wait, Bradley Cooper was on the stuff.
Hey, check it out. Dolio has joined
Cooper.
us.
Hey, what's happening?
Good to see you.
Sorry, did my cousin wreak havoc while I was gone?
Oh, he was a
No, he's
delight.
all right.
Bring Curtis by anytime. In fact,
All right,
I think
cool.
we should have a music video with Curtis.
Okay.
He should have been in which video was that? Was it Chris Mahana Kwanzaa Ramadan and Musmaka Arbor Day? Is that the one?
That was.
with the
yeah.
heads? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
he's a
that
good
would have
dancer.
been perfect.
He's a real good dancer.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. All right. So we're shouting out the '84 Lakers. Okay. Any other?
I mean, I'm gonna let you do that if you
I'm
want.
gonna shout out Al Callings.
I feel like that's wordplay.
No, he's just a very good driver.
Shout out Al Alex. Oh my god.
We should shout out Arnold Palmer.
Oh god.
I'm a fan of iced tea and
Alex.
lemonade.
That's great. Oh,
Yeah.
Alex, that's amazing. I can't believe you just shouted him out. That's amazing. Holy shit.
Am I gonna have to Google this? I don't know how to spell it.
Al Callings was the dude that drove OJ around on the
In the
Oh, I
white
see.
Bronco.
in
So-
the Bronco.
I actually typed into Google Al Callings, Callings, but Google knew.
Google
And
knew, like,
it knew.
no.
And I will, interestingly, okay, so the first two are not surprising, right? Al Callings and OJ Simpson, Al Callings, white Bronco. But the third one I don't understand. Al Callings 900 number? Anyone?
Do I want to know?
I,
No, that's Al Calling.
cool.
Just
That's
pick up the
Al
phone
Callings.
and somebody going, who? Who?
No.
Who?
You guys are great. Oh man.
It's a hoot.
Oh man.
Mm.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Sacramento
all right.
needs some
Wow.
Gangstagrass. Yes, it does.
Yeah, Sacramento.
Yo, Sacramento was one of the many places where we broke the sound system.
Oh yeah, that was really
That was
cool.
the good one.
Yeah. Sound went out and we jumped off the stage and did the rest of the show from the floor.
No, not the whole rest of the show, because we
It
did
came
like
back,
a couple more
that's right.
songs,
Oh, then they got it back up.
and then
Yeah,
we
yeah.
saw like the lights came on.
Yeah, that's
So
what
we
it
got
was.
back to the stage and just blasted, right into the middle of the song with the sound
Yeah.
system back on.
Yeah, we did do that. I forgot about that.
That ruled.
I think we were just a little bit excited because we all got haircuts that day.
We did.
I had just come back from Burning Man that day.
There was a barber shop down the street.
Yeah. I remember that shop. Shout out to Sacramento Barbers. Okay. All right. Forgot all about that.
Oh, when are we coming back to LA? Hopefully soon. Hopefully very soon.
What, we got Southern Cali in the
Yeah,
house
Cali in the
tonight.
jerk. What's up?
All
Hey, yo,
right.
shout out to you know what's out in Cali right now, D?
Who?
Alexa.
Yeah.
Alexa Gold. Yeah, she's out in Cali right now. She moved down to Texas, and then she went from Texas to now she's in Cali. So shout out
Where
to
about in
Alexa out in Cali. She's in LA.
Okay. We
Shout
need
out
to get some more of
Alexa.
that shea butter.
Facts. I just sent out a message today. I was like, yo, my skin is sad.
Am I
So
reading
I'm
this
almost out of
correctly?
mine. I told her
Aw,
like, yo,
that stuff is nice. That butter.
I told her to shout out Michelle when she got out there too. Um, yeah, man. I need some
Ojai.
more.
Gussie's asked for
Dragon.
Ojai too.
Yeah,
We're
Ojai. We played at
continuing
that.
to Southern California.
We played at a school in Ojai.
Yeah,
we did.
Something like that.
Wait.
Yeah, it was that equestrian high school. You know what we're talking about, Gussie. If you're out in
Yeah,
Ojai, you know what we're
Oh,
talking about.
The Thatcher School.
Yes, that was very baller.
Apparently,
Wait, did I
Very,
miss
very
that one?
baller.
I don't know. but-
No, that was the school. That was the school where they make spies at.
Mhm.
They train
Oh
spies
yeah,
there.
oh yeah, that one.
Mhm.
Where you gotta learn,
Yeah.
you gotta be able to pick up a coin on the back of a horse and then shoot an arrow through a coin. I'm like, man, if y'all don't stop that,
That was crazy.
like you're making spies. Accept it and move on.
So Gussie says Living Color is playing in Ojai tomorrow.
Ooh.
Sweet.
And Living Color was the first concert that I went to, like, of my, independently, not like my parents took me to. Like, I went to see them, me and my friends. Yeah, that was pretty cool. And I believe that Vernon Reed has picked us up on Twitter at one point,
Yeah, he does.
which that is very cool.
What is like a memory that you have that's really, that like brings you joy from that evening?
Well, it was a case of, I still love Living Color, but that was a case of like the openers being the start of somebody that you're a fan of for a long time. So my fanship of Michael Franti goes back to that show. One of his early bands was opening.
Sweet.
Wow.
Shout out to the word fanship.
Fanship. Everybody get on the fanship.
Fandomous.
And Fandemonium.
Fandemonium.
Hey. Sonia K. Boyd is in the
What?
Facebook chat.
Hey, what's up, Sonia?
Yes,
Man,
Indiana.
Word up to the man cave.
Hey.
And a happy belated
Yes.
heavenly birthday to the God Pork Chop.
Yes.
Yes, indeed, man. Yes,
Indianapolis
indeed.
family out there.
Yes, indeed. Salute.
Yes.
Salute.
Yes. So we don't currently have an Indiana show on the books, although we could potentially make it happen. Call us. But we are going to be in Bloomington, Illinois, which is not that far from Indiana. It's not, it's in the neighborhood ish. It's not Bloomington, Indiana, but it's Bloomington, Illinois. It's not that far. And that's on, I want to say, May 19th. So mark your calendars if you're out around those parts. And then the next day, May 20th, is the rescheduled show from Lexington, Kentucky at Manchester Music Hall.
That's right.
Yes. And that's
Gonna
the
get
one
out
where the
there.
tickets are $12. I want to let's sell that show out. Just come on down to Lexington, Kentucky. It's a Monday night. What else do you have to do? Just come on out, bring
not
everybody.
homework.
Not homework, because it's an 18 and over show.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, so 2 yards. If you want to hear 2 yards, that's the show. To come and hear 2 yards.
we going to cuss.
We're gonna say filth, flarn, and filth.
Words.
Filth, barn, filth.
Filth, flarn, filth.
If there's a Jessica
Hey,
Elick
Jessica!
watching, if you're watching right now, thank you, because she just backed the Kickstarter campaign.
Yes.
And so getting a shout out right now.
Jess. So, Jess was my first long-term debate partner.
Word.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Yes. Yes, she's a brilliant and amazing human being, super into gardening. So, like, if you have any good, gardening tips or want to geek out about gardening, that is your person. I will tell you, I know for a fact that she is not with the team stream right now because it is her bedtime cereal time. And the bedtime cereal time is sacred, and no adrenaline can be released during the bedtime cereal time. So we made a deal, and
What
she's
is
going to
bedtime
listen to this.
cereal time?
I don't
Seems
entirely
obvious
know.
to me.
This is
think it's
right.
clear.
It's you use cereal and
And
then you
it's
go to
one of those
bed.
things. Probably, if you have to ask, then you will never really know.
Yes,
Wait,
you'll
so
never-
what cereal do you eat for bedtime?
Oh, that's a good question. I didn't ask. I
Whatever you
wonder.
want.
I mean, what would be a good bedtime cereal? If you're trying not to release adrenaline, you don't want it. So you don't want anything really sugary, right? Because you're about to go to bed. So you don't want anything that's going to keep you up. Maybe
That's
something
okay.
like grape nuts, and you could like
I
make
was
the milk
just about
warm.
to say grape nuts because
That's
it's
okay,
something.
man.
But I figure maybe that'll get your blood pumping because of all the exertion.
Well, if you so hear me out.
Yeah, from chewing.
Warm milk to
yeah.
soften it up.
Okay.
I've actually never had grape nuts in my life. I think
Really?
maybe I tried them like one time as a kid, and I was like, I need my teeth.
I mean, it's like I did have I don't know, for someone as a kid, I think I used to I was like it was a teenager when I had it because I used to work at a nursing home. And I had grape nuts, and then I kind of took a hankering to it, and the next thing you know, I started like sprinkling it on ice cream.
Why would you give grape nuts to people with dentures?
Keep their jaw strong.
Yeah.
It just seems like I don't know. It seems
I think it's
mean
mostly
to me.
because of the fiber.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Sleeves, how long were you and Jessica together?
Aw. Let's see. Well, she graduated pretty soon after that. So
And you guys weren't ready to do the long distance thing.
You just call up somebody and debate them.
she is the greatest. We did go to the national championships together. We qualified for nationals together. I was only 17 at the time, so it felt like quite an achievement. And then the leaders of the debate team tried to kick me off the debate team, and they held a series of meetings that I was specifically not allowed to come into while they determined whether I had broken the rules of the Constitution that they had rewritten in order to make rules that I had already broken. Like refusing to give an officer of the debate team a ride to a tournament when the tournament was, college was in Baltimore, tournament was in New York City. I was already in New York City, so I wasn't gonna like drive back to Baltimore and pick them up. And it was a fun time, but
You got the hot goss sauce.
I
on
did.
that
It
drama.
was awful.
But I imagine they didn't
drama.
want you in that meeting because you would have debated your way out of
Sounds
whatever
like you were-
penalties.
You were in the debate club and the drama club at the same time.
Right.
Basically,
They did not qualify for nationals. But it was cool.
turned into the fight club.
The people on the like national stage of debate though were like, whatever, you qualified for nationals, you get to come whether you're part of this debate team or not. I should also note that was the same debate circuit from whence Austin Goolsby and Ted Cruz sprang. So you're welcome.
No.
I never
So at no
debated
point
them.
during any of that time did anybody decide to just punch Ted Cruz in his mouth and shut him up forever. Nobody decided that.
I mean, I don't know for sure. Again,
Nobody on his team snuck into his hotel room and just with a pillow and.
He was before my time, but my understanding is that some of that may have happened. Like, obviously no murders were committed, but I would not swear that somebody didn't punch him. Somebody may have punched him. That's possible.
He's got a very
That's the
punchable
most
face.
fightable looking ball ever.
I don't know, but he
Like-
talks. I don't know. He talks like a guy who's never been punched in the mouth.
Well, that's a
hell
good
yeah.
point.
Oh hell yeah.
That's a good point.
Hell yeah. He's had enough security around him for a while to keep him from getting punched in the mouth, I think. And I
I'm
feel like
shocked none of his security just was like, you know what? I don't need this job.
Yo, that has surprised me about a lot of people. Like, it feels to me like a lot of people, like when they're hiring security, they're hiring cats that really need their security, that really need
Right,
their
they need
job.
that job, or they got some
'Cause it's
serious
like,
dirt on them. They got some dirt.
yeah,
You'd be
yeah,
like,
and it's
okay,
like,
anything happens to me, this tape gets out.
yeah, no question, no question. Because
Wow.
all right. Case in point, you ever see the movie The Last Boy Scout?
No.
Yeah,
One of Bruce Willis's greatest movies. Bruce Willis, Damon Wayans, it's phenomenal movie. Ridiculous, just ridiculous explosions. But he was a Secret Service agent, and the senator he was working for had like this hooker like tied up in the room in the hotel room and was just slapping the hell out of her. And he's like, he's at the door listening. He's like, what's going on? So he goes in the room and he sees the girl tied up, and he just jabs the senator in the mouth. So he gets fired for that, right? And so that's his whole existence is just him sort of living as a PI because he lost his job and whatever. But it like that kind of stuff. You have to hope that at some point, like all of the shiesty stuff that the powerful people are doing in the world, somebody punched him in the mouth over it, and that person probably lost their job or whatever. But the hope is that somebody was like, you know what, you might do this, but you're not going to do it on my watch. How?
either that
That's
or
my
just
hope.
at a crucial moment, you kind of look the other way for a few seconds.
It's like that's my hope. That is my
Yeah.
hope.
By the way, our son, we got
Yes.
cousin Janae from in Ohio.
Yeah, your cousin
Janae,
Janae.
what's up,
Yeah.
baby? Okay, so Janae.
I didn't know you was related to Janae. They had one of the dopest albums.
Oh, you big silly. Janae is Gus's brother's daughter. That's my second cousin. Listen, my family. Shout out to y'all. I love my family. They ridiculous. They're amazing. That's from my mom's side. My mom's sister Frederica. Her three sons, Gus, Stephen, and Marcus, are all bigger than me. Yeah, all three of them are taller than me. Gus and there's a picture of me, Steven, and Marcus. They came to one of the shows in Columbus.
Yeah, I remember that dude was ridiculously huge.
Both of them dudes, they're both taller than me. They're gigantic men.
Don't you remember? You remember he showed up after we found those magic beans.
Yes. He was like, wait a minute, where'd you steal those from? I was like,
The beanstalk just popped out in the parking lot and just slid on down. He was like, I'm Randy's cousin.
But yeah, all gigantic men, and all wonderful human beings. I love all of you guys. Thank you for joining us tonight, Janae.
That's what's up. Speaking of family, I got a chance this weekend. I was down in Atlanta with the fam, celebrating the 80th birthday of my uncle.
Woo!
All right.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a nice little, weekend hop.
Yay!
Yeah, I don't know what was going on down there, but I know when I got there, none of the rental car places had cars. They were like, it's gonna be a 4-hour wait.
This brings back traumatic memories for me.
4 hours.
But 4 hours. They were like, I was like, yo, but what do you? I had the thing reservation has a time limit. I paid for this already. They're like, I don't know what to tell you. They ain't bring them back.
Wow, prepaid too. Usually you don't have that problem with prepaid. That's nuts.
Yeah, but they I don't know, they squandered they scrounged up like 12 EVs, and I just took one of them. Yeah, I had never really heard of Polestar before, but I drove for a weekend.
Wait, isn't Polestar what like concert attendance gets reported to?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's spelled different.
That's curious.
Maybe you're thinking.
I
of
think
pole
one
position?
is POLL and this one's POLE.
Ah, right,
I drove
short.
a pole position.
Okay. Pole position?
The arcade.
Pole Position was a video game and a cartoon.
Yeah, I remember that cartoon. Yo, I was actually, speaking of cartoons, I was thinking about this cartoon. this weekend, but I couldn't remember the name of it. And I think it was a superhero who was like really tiny, and he had a homeboy with him that was like a giant dog with a doghouse on his head, and you couldn't see his face. You could just see the eyeballs from the opening in the doghouse.
That would have been Mighty Man and Yuck.
Ah,
Yuck was the dog. And
Thank you.
like his power, like he would take off the doghouse and people would see him and be like, ah! And get scared and fall down and run away, whatever. Yeah.
I'm writing that down because
Mighty Man and
I was
Yuck.
telling my son about it and he did not believe me. He was like, "That's not a thing, Poppy." See, we play this. We inadvertently play this game at home called "Stop It, Poppy," where I tell my son something ridiculous, and he's like, "Stop."
Yeah. I
Mighty
am Curious
Man
Mob
and
got it in the
Yuck.
Twitch as well. Mighty Man and Yuck. It's in the chat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find that and show it and be like,
Oh, so-
"Look, I was not lying."
I will admit, until I'm Curious Mob said it, I was like, I think y'all are in this together. Like this is totally a thing where Dolio was like, hey, remember this? And our son's just like, yeah, I absolutely have a name for the thing that you just said.
No, Mighty Man and Yuck is a real thing. I used to watch that. You gotta understand, man. I do the same thing with Alex. I be telling him, he's like, "What? How is that even like? That's a thing? Like, listen, you don't. I understand that you see some madness right now as a child watching some of the stuff that you don't know madness. You have no idea madness. Like, sure, Bluey's nuts, fine, and what's the story with blue dogs?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Bluey is a cartoon. Bluey's the name of my car.
Cartoon
Yeah, it's an
about a blue
Australian dog.
Australian too. Well, that's perfect.
You had Blue's Clues.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I was watching watching something on YouTube about it. It was like every generation has had their own blue dog to give information to.
Right. We had Snoop Dogg.
Oh yeah. You're right. I almost forgot about that.
Isn't there a dog breed called the Blue Heeler? Are they actually blue?
Yeah, they're more grayish. They're kind of a salt and pepper. So, yeah,
I really thought you were like, yeah, no, they're like cerulean, like
they're not like
mad blue.
bright blue. There's a blue healer and a red healer.
Oh,
Oh, shout out to my boy El Connors.
hey.
Say when your superpower is being ugly.
Is that why he had to wear the doghouse, or are we talking about a different one now?
No, that's why he wore the doghouse. The doghouse was to conceal how hideous he was, because even though his superpowered homeboy had superpowers, that would debilitate him.
Yes, that was it. Shout out to dog sidekicks too.
Right? That was a thing for a long
That
time.
was a thing. You're like, well, all right, what do we got to do? Yeah, put a dog in it. There we go.
Well, some
Scooby.
dog sidekicks became the main character, right? I mean,
Yeah,
Scooby
like
Doo,
Scoobert.
Scoober.
Scoobert Doobert Doo. That was his full name.
That's his full name.
It is. Are you serious?
We are not lying.
Absolutely true.
Okay, now I want to do a team stream that's just like all cartoon trivia. And just like, but I kind of want it to be one of those, like, is this real or is this fake? Yes.
Well, see, here's the great thing. Again, the greatest thing about the 70s and the 80s, man, was like, they was coming up with so much bizarre shit.
They let
Like,
Ralph Bakshi
Yo,
write
Who?
Mighty Mouse
Ralph
for several
Bakshi's
seasons.
Mighty Mouse.
And that
The
was
greatest
that
thing
was-
ever.
that was one of those things that you look at and you're like, this is what cocaine can do.
So Ralph Bakshi, this was the one where his version of Batman was called Bat. He was a bat that dressed as a bat.
What? Wait, what?
And he had a sidekick that was a
Man?
gnat that dressed as a rat or something like that. It was like
Gnat rat?
Gnat rat.
It
Yo,
was Bat and the boy. He was like it was like a mite. Or
Bat
something
Mite?
like- No, I forget what it was. I have to look
A
it
gnat.
up. That one I
It
have
was
to
a
look
gnat.
up. But,
Gnat Mite?
So the thing. So here's what got that show canceled, right?
Uh-oh.
So Mighty Mouse is fighting somebody, and he reaches into his cloak and pulls out like a handful of flowers and snips it for energy.
What?
And they were like, "What the hell?" And so it was like I remember it was like a priest or something. Some religious organization was like, "Mighty Mouse is doing drugs," and so the show got canceled.
Wow.
The show was hilarious, dude.
Yeah,
Bat
it
was
was
the
bonkers.
wildest ball. That whole thing, everything about that show was just
Bat. So
Bat,
that was a real show?
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Bat.
Well,
Bat.
the show
It
was
all
Mighty Mouse.
Wait, hold on. I'm writing this down too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bat
Yeah.
was a real
You gotta watch
thing,
the
dude.
Mighty Mouse, specifically the Ralph Bakshi seasons.
How do you spell that? Batchy.
B-A-K,
B-A-K-S-H-I.
as in the person that made Fritz the Cat, and
Oh, Fritz
the other
the
stuff?
cat. Am I remembering correctly? Was that the pornographic cat?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
I made
decided,
it.
hey, you know what? Let's give this guy Mighty Mouse. Here you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you take that. Wait, what? Why? But okay, sure. Let's see what happens. And we saw what happened.
Bat. Wait, is Bat okay for kids?
I mean, it was
Bat
on
Man,
Mighty
the whole
Mouse.
thing was fine. The
Okay.
show was fine. It was just they took it so weirdly, literally. Like he literally was like, "Oh look, he took his flowers out and used them to give himself energy," and they were like, "Well, obviously he's doing cocaine." And
Okay, so
I mean,
no,
obviously, if he came up with Bat.
Yeah.
Okay, so it occurs to me, all right, multi-part question here. First of all, it occurs to me that there are a lot of cartoon mice. So the question that comes to my mind is, what is your favorite cartoon mouse? But second question is, does Bat, being essentially a rodent just with wings, count as a cartoon mouse?
Nope.
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 But counts as a
Nope.
cartoon rodent? No?
I don't know. Are bats rodents?
I don't know.
I don't think they're rodents. Are they?
They're
No, rats
they're
are mammals.
rodish.
Rodish.
Okay, so I'm trying to
Jerry.
think of
My
Jerry?
favorite cartoon
Really?
mouse. No. Actually, no. It's not Jerry.
Come on.
It's Jerry's cousin, Spike.
Yo, Spike was a G.
Spike was a G.
Okay, what do you like about Spike?
He was a G.
Oh, I mean, did he like wear a leather
He was
jacket?
like-
Who was this mouse?
He wore a bowler hat,
Yeah.
and he would roll up his non-existent sleeves. Like he'd roll up the skin on his
yeah.
arm and just go whoop
Yeah.
everybody's ass, even though he was like this little.
Okay.
So yeah.
That
Yeah,
sounds
he's basically like
sounds adorable.
a character from a Guy Ritchie movie,
Yeah,
but as a cartoon mouse.
basically.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm going like there was some I'd say overall Mighty Mouse. There were some Jerrys that I hated. There were some times where I was like, why are you being such a dick?
Yeah.
Right? But the Jerry that I loved was like the Jerry that lived in like the penthouse, and then like every now and again he would go downstairs to the jazz club and rock out in the jazz club. Like I loved that Jerry. He was just mad cool, you know what I mean? And then the one that went to the city to visit his people, and he was getting all fucked up, and he was like, yeah, I'm going back to the country. Like that Jerry I didn't mind. A lot of times Jerry was just a dick. Like Tom would just be chilling, and I
Right.
didn't really appreciate that. Until
Keep in mind, this was Tom's house.
right. You in here fucking with his shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Like leave this thing alone.
Let me tell you, if you get me to chase you and you paint a tunnel on the wall so that I run into it, we're not friends anymore.
Nope.
No.
Nope. Not at all. Not at all. And then there was like those weird ones when they were friends,
Yeah.
which just used to fuck with me. Although the one thing I do that is still stuck in my head, I feel like I'm the only person that remembers it, is the one where they were trying to get the picture of the pipsqueak bird. It was this big purple and orange bird, and it was supposed to be like the last one in existence. And they were trying to get a picture of it, and it would just it was messing with them, and it would be like, pipsqueak, and it would disappear. And then they finally got a picture of it, and it went crazy. And then at the end of the episode, a bunch of them showed up because they thought this was the last one, and a bunch of them showed up. They were like, "Oh, we all want to be in the picture too." In the picture too. I'm telling you, put Pipsqueak in the internet. I don't know how you spell Pipsqueak, but however you imagine it's spelled, Pipsqueak bird, it'll come up. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy.
I'm gonna go with
And it's
Pipsqueak
funny
without
because
the
it's
E.
one of the things that I have said multiple times in front of all sorts of people. And except one time, one ball was like, "Yo, did you just say Pipsqueak? Like the Pipsqueak bird?" I was like, "Yes, I'm not crazy. I remember that shit vividly." Pipsqueak bird, no bullshit, the real thing.
Okay.
Matter of fact,
Sleeves? Do you
So
have a cartoon mouse?
So I want to say I could go as a huge Animaniacs fan. I could go Pinky and the Brain, but frankly, both of them are too dumb. My favorite cartoon mouse of all time, Danger Mouse.
Yeah. So I got a
Great
question.
theme song.
Nice.
His enemy was Baron von Greenback. Like everything about that show, so good. He had a cool car.
Lived in a mailbox.
So I got a question. So, what's your theory about Pinky and the Brain? Is Pinky the genius?
I mean, okay, so they're both
Smart.
mice who can talk, right? So like they're obviously above average. Like they're what is it? What was I? Okay,
Wait, can they talk, or is that just them interpreting the mouse speak to us?
I mean, hasn't Brain like hosted game shows and stuff?
Oh, yeah, I take it
I
back.
think
Yes,
they
he has.
legitimately can. I mean, they're laboratory
can y'all
mice,
see
so
that?
okay, that's apparently Pipsqueak.
That is a Pipsqueak bird.
Like his little knobby knees.
It looks like
Makes
like a
sense.
pipsqueak bird.
Right.
I don't know, man.
The only
agree.
thing that you can come up with when you see that is Pipsqueak. That's the Pipsqueak bird. I'm not
I don't
crazy.
know. I would call that like a flamingo or something.
Flamingo.
Ooh.
It looks like a deranged roadrunner.
Yeah, right. It looks like Roadrunner after it hit the wall several times.
Mhm.
Oh man.
That's the Pipsqueak bird.
Mm.
Yeah, so I think Pinky and the Brain are both very much more intelligent than the average mouse.
Well, the thing is, I don't think they were mice
But-
though. Weren't they rats?
I think Brain is a mouse and Pinky is a rat.
I thought they were
Maybe.
both lab rats.
Let's just say rats count too.
They
in
do?
this question.
I
Yes.
think that's fair. I think that's fair and reasonable. Pipsqueaks do not technically count, though, as a nice aside.
No, Pipsqueaks are birds.
Right? Yeah.
Right.
That's
They're
right.
birds,
That's right.
and they just
We're still not
They're
sure what
birds.
bats are. But I think I was watching Young Sheldon
Did
for
you?
the
I heard that
100th time.
Philadelphia was going to change its sport team to the Pipsqueaks.
Philadelphia Pipsqueaks.
Yeah.
Listen, I would still watch.
He'd be a great companion to Gritty.
Okay, bats are not rodents.
Mm.
Okay, thank you very much.
They
Are they
they're
rodent?
close. They are actually more closely related to primates.
Well, that makes sense. That would
What?
explain how. Yeah, that explains a lot of different things. Sure. Okay. Thank you, Dolio, for enlightening us as this. Why we call him the sleuth? Because everyone calls him the sleuth because he does things like sleuthy like that.
Philly Cheese Chandler says if rats count, he's going with Splinter.
Oh yeah,
Who's Splinter?
Splinter. See, because I didn't know rats
He
were
was a-
counting.
He
So
was a responsible father.
yes, he was.
So
He raised 4 kids by
props
himself.
for that.
Only
yeah.
4?
They weren't even his kids.
They weren't even
But,
his kids. He
just took a
adopted
man.
4, taught
Yeah.
them kung fu. Oh,
Mhm.
excuse me, ninjutsu.
Just what? Who? What? Where is? I don't know who Splinter is. Where is Splinter from?
Ninja Turtles.
I don't know what
Oh.
city was that. Was that New York?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't asking.
Yeah.
Geographically, where is he?
Oh, he's from the sewer.
Right. Yes.
hmm
Yes. There you go. See,
Yeah,
Pinky
he
and the
grew up
Brain
with Dr.
smart enough
Fix.
not to be
What?
in the sewer,
hmm
although not
He
smart
grew up
enough
with
not to be
Dr.
lab
Fix.
rats. So
But yeah,
Funny
it's New
story.
York because it's the same universe as the origin of
Oh
Daredevil.
yeah.
Daredevil, yeah.
Daredevil's
So
in
he's
New York.
so he's probably from Hell's Kitchen.
Hell's Kitchen. Yep.
Yeah, New York City. That's right.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with some Generation X shout outs
Okay.
here.
What you got?
One, uh, some of the most persecuted cartoon rodents, which is the from the Secret of Nim, the Rats of Nim.
Oh man.
Yeah, okay.
Wasn't that a sad
was-
movie?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't
Yes.
watch it because it was sad.
Yeah. And I'm also going to go with the other one of most persecuted rats. My main man, my undocumented friend.
Five-O.
Five-O?
Five-O.
Also too sad. Still to this day, somewhere out there makes me cry.
Yeah.
Who was that? Howard Hewitt?
Yeah.
Was it?
It was him and oh god, who was that with him?
Because I remember they played the hell out of that song.
That shit was on every minute of every day. Like, all right, we get it. You ain't here. You out there somewhere. We can't. My God.
Do you guys know a rat called Templeton? I am curious. Ma's got
Templeton is
points
from.
for Templeton.
Ooh, shit. That's a good one.
I don't know this one.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
I know
it's
the name. I can't
a
remember.
Charlotte's Web.
Ah,
Oh,
okay.
another sad. So much sad. Why are what? See, this is why I like Danger Mouse. No, it's no sad.
I got
No
one.
sad in Danger Mouse.
Big up to Minute Mouse, the partner of Courageous Cat.
I don't remember either one of those.
Courageous Cat and Minute Mouse
It
was
sounds like
like
some Hanna-Barbera stuff, which
it would
is
come
not a
on,
knock.
It was like the first Saturday morning cartoon in the morning. It would come on at like 6:30 in the morning. You had to be up early to catch some Courageous Cat and Minute Mouse.
Yeah.
They were like Batman and Robin kind of thing.
Yeah, I wasn't getting up at no 6:30 on a Saturday.
Yeah, I vividly remember Courageous Cat and Minute Mouse. Oh, Billy Cheese Chandler came up with Ratatouille.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
What was his name?
I don't know.
What was his name? Remy. Remy was the rat from Ratatouille.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I couldn't really. That movie never sat right with me, man. All I kept seeing health code violations. I'm just
Yes.
like, no, come on, bro.
That's why they
Oh,
said
God.
shut down the restaurant, dude.
Yeah.
They shut down the whole joint.
As well as they should.
Yeah. I'm gonna
rat
go.
cooking my food.
But here's the best part, though. The best part was Remy would go in, like, wash his hands and whatnot and get off, like, would handle his biz. And then just cooking and whatnot. And then he would move in the boy's hands with pulling his hair.
Somehow.
No.
And
I never saw
And
that. Is
they
this some kind
handled-
of like Rat Weekend at Bernie's situation?
Mhm.
Sort of.
no, so
It-
Remy was the rat, and
He was the bougiest rat in the city.
yeah, he's like, and so the rest of his rat people threw him out of the collective because he was real bougie, and the dude wanted to be a chef, but he couldn't cook to save his life. So I forget. And the funny part is, I watched this movie with my kids 14,000 times.
So,
Like,
and in the universe of this movie, the rat can sit on somebody's head, and by pulling their hair in certain directions, can actually manipulate them into
His
doing the
hand.
cooking.
Right.
yeah, it was the wildest thing ever.
It's like,
Like,
Yeah.
it's like pulling the reins of a horse.
Yeah. Shout out to Rakakuni though.
Rakakuni?
Yeah,
Rakakuni's
right.
my bro.
Wait, is that real?
That's from Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh, that's right. I
Oh,
remember.
yeah, I
Didn't we
forgot.
watch
It
that
was a-
twice and I fell asleep both times?
Yeah.
I'm so
That's where
sorry.
she misremembers Ratatouille as being a raccoon called Rakakuni.
Yeah, we were in that's because we were in Iceland when we watched it, and the sun had not gone down once
Mhm.
at all, and
was
everyone
neat.
was delirious from not getting any darkness.
That was neat.
Oh man, I gotta watch that movie again. That was a funny scene too.
Yeah.
I was
Tom
just-
Norwood's in the YouTube chat. What's up,
Ooh.
Tom?
Yeah, what up,
Oh,
Tom?
giving the
Yeah.
Charlotte's Web a whole
Yeah.
little shout out there, along with I'm Curious Mom in
Reppin'-
the Twitch. One day we'll get all of
Seattle
these
in the
people
house.
in one place.
Yo, I think one of the goofiest cartoons. I don't even remember most of it. I remember the name of it, and I think I remember. Oh, it was a cartoon. I think it was called Pandemonium.
With pandas.
Oh yeah, I remember Pandemonium.
Yeah.
And if now, am I remembering this correctly? That a bunch of these pandas would form together like Voltron and make one giant panda.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. I wasn't sure if that was a fever dream.
No, that was the great thing about them cartoons. They were all fever dreams. You're like, wait, what the heck?
Yeah, like there was one where a guy like turned into a car if you spilled hot water on him or something.
That would be Turbo Teen. Turbo Teen used to trip me out because as he was transforming, like you would watch his mouth stretch out to the grill, and you're like, "Oh, God, what's happening?" Yeah,
it was like
Turbo
body
Teen was a real
horror.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
Turbo Teen was a real thing, dude.
I was like, did John Landis direct this?
Yo, L. Connors knows Turbo Teen. The Twitch folks like know every time you guys mention some obscure cartoon character, they're like, yeah, that is the thing.
These Twitch nerds do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what was the one with the T-shirts?
The one with the T-shirts.
It was like a bunch of little fuzzy animals, and they all had T-shirts.
You talking about the Care Bears?
No.
Their T-shirts
Not
were
the Care
on
Bears.
their
'Cause the
stomachs.
Care Bears were all bears. These had like T-shirts, like that had like sayings and stuff on them.
Oh God.
Okay, put a pin in that for 1 second because I want to give a big shout out to Tom, who crushed a race this weekend and says the secret to his success was the Gangstagrass playlist. Listening to with an 80-pound backpack. 80-pound backpack, you can run a race and like crush it with Gangstagrass. So now you know.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the name of the cartoon.
No, but L. Connors is saying gummy bears, I guess, for the
Gummy bears with an eye.
t-shirts one.
No. No, I remember
The
gummy.
Bears.
The little T-shirts
I
would
remember.
stick to them.
Okay, then maybe he was just mentioning gummy bears. I remember gummy bears because I remember the theme song.
What was the theme song?
Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere. High adventures that beyond compare. They are the gummy bears. Yeah, it was like this whole thing. They drank gummy berry juice, and it made them bouncy.
Wait, were they cannibals?
No, they drank. They're not gummy bear juice.
The juice wasn't
It
made
was-
from gummy bears.
It was made from berries.
It was made from berries.
Because I think that was kind of like a takeoff, kind of like the Smurfs had Smurf berries. They had
Yeah.
gummy berries.
You know what? I think that's the thing we might have missed out on is, and I would love to really try and get on that idea of, I would love to do a cartoon theme song.
Yeah,
I mean,
Theme songs used to slap so hard.
so hard.
yes.
Shout out to the Jets. The Jets
Oh, the
wrote like so many
Jets!
dope theme songs for cartoons, man.
Like we were talking about earlier, Pole Position had an actual theme song. What was the other one?
Oh, remember when we listened to all the Scooby-Doo theme songs like in a row and it was like 45 minutes worth of Scooby-Doo theme
I was
songs?
just talking about that this weekend, and I was like, because like we listened. It was like a half hour of theme songs. Of every year for like 30 years of Scooby-Doo, they kept changing the theme song.
It went off the rails for a minute there.
For like, there was like a section in the 90s where it just went ridiculous, and you're like, what the hell is this? And then they brought it all the way back to the original because it was just like, there's nothing like the classic, man.
That's right. So Philly Cheese Chandler is asking, can I say how I met this awesome crew? And I'm not sure I know the answer to that. And so I'm not sure whether the answer is yes or no. But it's the Facebook chat. Whatever. It's probably fine.
Bring it.
Yeah.
All right, so let me see.
Yeah.
We talked about Pole Position. We all know the Thundercats theme song.
Oh, yes.
What's the
The
Thundercats theme
wildest
song?
part, the wildest joint was Silverhawks.
Oh, Silverhawks theme song was just
Nah, man.
musically it was dope, but the
Where's the steel?
Oh yeah, Silver had. Yeah.
But the great thing about Silverhawks was they had a dude in the band that wore a cowboy hat, and his weapon was like a silver
guitar,
space guitar, and his name was Bluegrass.
and he was blue.
What? Was he a dog?
Yo,
He was like a bluish
No.
silver.
no, yeah, he was like a bluish silver, and he played the space guitar. His name was Bluegrass.
Yeah.
Now, the sort of terrible part was the black dude on Silverhawks had like a goldish armor,
Yeah.
and his name was Hot Wing.
Oh snap! It was. I totally forgot about that.
That Negro's name was Hot Wing.
And the thing is I think that was before I knew that there was a food called hot wings.
Exactly. So it was just Hot Wing. Like, yeah, he's in space. He's fire, and he got wings. Cool. Oh wait. Oh.
Yeah. But that's also the era when almost every superhero that was black had the word black in it. It was like
Yeah, very true.
Black Lightning, Black Manta,
Black Vulcan, who was
Black Vulcan.
Black Vulcan, who was a ripoff of Black Lightning because
they didn't have the
Hanna-Barbera
licensing
didn't want to
right.
pay the creator of Black Lightning, Tony Isabella, and they wanted to like have more people of color on the Super Friends.
Yeah, they had Apache Chief, whose power was to get big when he clapped.
Said a neck jock. No, he was it was an episode of that where he got so big, like there was this giant that was coming there towards Earth that was walking through space, got to the planet and was like, "Oh, I'm gonna put this in my pocket." And Apache Chief was like, "Nah, bro." And so he said a neck shock a bunch of times and got bigger than the Earth. And then they wrestled for a bit, and he beat the ball. And then he put the Earth back where it belonged.
Was it? Do I remember correctly? There was like an Asian guy who turned into a tornado or something.
Yes, that was Samurai. As a matter of fact, many years ago, Mattel was doing this amazing line, fantastic line of action figures.
Well, he's about to pull out the action figure for Samurai.
I listen. So
Wait, you really do have it, don't you? Holy crap!
that's Apache Chief
Oh,
right
that's
there.
Apache Chief. Okay.
That's Apache Chief right there. He was the builder figure.
What?
So Mattel had when they had the rights to do DC figures, they did like about 20 different waves, and the one wave was the Super Friends wave, and it was the version of Toyman from that run of Super Friends, but it was Black Vulcan, Black Vulcan, Samurai, and El Dorado was the Latin ball, and then I
Wait.
forget who else was in the. It was in that line.
Was El Dorado made of gold?
No, El Dorado was. They never really specifically said what his powers were. That dude just did all kinds of stuff. He had a red cape and didn't wear a shirt.
That's a good
Of
power.
the four of the multicultural dudes in one of them wore a shirt. No shirt. Samurai wore like a tunic that was like a big V down to his belly. El Dorado, no shirt and a cape. Black Vulcan wore like he had like a little like onesie and yellow boots.
Ooh.
It was wild. It was very very wild.
Was it like the 70s when they came up with this stuff? Dude,
It was-
sounds
sounds
like
like
the
it.
Village People.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. But the great part about it was decades later, Young Justice recreated all of those characters, sort of, and so they were all like teen versions of all the characters, and so the version of Apache Chief, he could like grow like an energy version of himself. Ow! Oh my god! This one. Trying to climb up my back.
Ooh.
Yeah, just claws in my back just now.
Cats, man.
Ridiculous. yeah. So, but it was fantastic stuff. But yeah, they put these all out together, and the builder figure was Apache Chief. He's bigger than most of the figures, and when I saw this thing show up in our previews magazine at the time, I was like, fine, I'm buying the whole wave. I don't care. This is happening. It was so easy. I was more certain of that than I was going to have children. I was like, no, I already have children. I'm getting these. This is easy.
Were we supposed to talk about anything in particular on this team stream, or
Oh yeah, I think we were supposed to talk
something
about the thing that's happening on Thursday.
Cartoons. I think we were talking about cartoons.
we
cartoons.
were supposed to talk about
We haven't
tunes.
even gotten to favorite cartoon dogs. I mean, my goodness.
I think we were supposed to talk about tunes. TUNES, but we ended up talking about tunes. TOON.
That's what happened.
Yes.
Well, we'll get it next time. But to wrap it up, I will say that there are a lot of really exciting things that are happening this week.
Yes.
This week, look out for big announcements. We are finally going to tell you what the album is called. We are going to release a new song, and it's all happening this week. And I think it's the.
He's muting himself so he can tell you.
Very excited. I think we
The
will
lip readers found out.
probably. I don't want to say for sure, but I would say there's a very good chance. So keep an eye on the Kickstarter page and keep an eye on our socials. And if you're on the mailing list, keep an eye on the mailing list. There's a very good chance that we will do a sneak preview of the new song on the Kickstarter page. Yes, yeah, because we've been putting all the cool stuff there.
It'll either be on the Kickstarter page or it'll go out to the Kickstarter backers.
Yeah.
One of those two. And you want to get in on that anyway. We have some huge plans for if we get to our big final goal in the Kickstarter of putting out a whole second mixtape of hip hop tributes on cassette.
Yes.
And in addition to that, producing a mini doc of Gangstagrass and the album that is definitely needed. We need to have something out there that's like, this is who Gangstagrass is.
Yes.
Yes.
I was just going to spend it all on pants.
Mm-hmm.
Mas
It is time for pants.
Mas pantalones.
Mas pantalones. Shout out to Boo Mitchell. Yes. Yep.
Yes, sir.
Very excited. Boo Mitchell of the legendary Royal Studios co-produced the track that's coming out on Friday. I like your idea, Wrench. I think it's a good idea. I think we should send out a preview to the Kickstarter backers. So so get in there if you haven't already backed. Make sure you do, and please tell your friends.
As always.
Friends. Tell your friends, tell your family. If they haven't heard of Gangstagrass, that's okay. Like, they could throw $15 at a thing. And,
tell your friends, families.
Get all the downloads, get all the goodies that come from
tell your families.
and your family's friends.
That's right. I liked Franz, by the way, Wrench,
Yeah,
from the latest backer email.
We're calling people that are friends and fans Franz.
Yes. So you can go to gangstagrass.com/kickstart. You can also Google Kickstarter and Gangstagrass if you want to get there. If you just go to gangstagrass.com, there's a link that'll take you there. Get on the Instagram at Gangstagrass, the TikTok at Gangstagrass. That is a hilarious foray into the mind of Wrench, which if you like Gangstagrass, check out the rest of his mind. We are still on the formerly known as Twitter.
It's Twitter. It's always going to be Twitter.
Always going to be.
We're always going to call it Twitter.
Really, let's just do that, because X has many other meanings. So very many
I
other
don't know.
meanings.
I'm on Threads because I ain't trying to be doing all that tweeting.
That's right. Meta all the way.
Right. But we'll always refer to it as Twitter because I don't care what somebody spends $40 billion to change the name to.
That's right. So catch us on Friendster and
Yep. Make
Yes,
sure you
Friendster.
download
If you
the newest
spend
single from
$40 billion
Napster.
on something, it would get better.
Yeah.
Like, imagine you had a thing, anything in existence, and you spent $40 billion on it, and then it's worse.
Right.
Okay.
Did you fuck up?
Okay.
I think you fucked up.
This does seem to be a bit of a trend, and I can't help it. But seriously, Jeff Bezos, how are you laying people off? How are you doing buyouts? How are you laying people off from the Washington Post? If you have that much money that you can send people into space, you can have the greatest
Yeah.
funded newspaper of all
Yeah,
time.
you wild.
Again, and I said it to you before, that is implying that that is indeed what he wants. The idea was to purchase the newspaper to make it worse.
Aw.
Well, look here, Mr.
Wait.
Thor.
Now
If
we
you-
need
if
to
you-
now we need to end on a good note. We need to
No, I'm saying if you are trying to destroy a free press, what you do is you buy the newspaper and then make it bad.
good way to destroy social media too. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. So
If people are talking bad about you on social media and you have the
Just
money to
buy
buy
it.
that social media and destroy it, that's what you do.
Wow.
This is what supervillains do.
This is also why Gangstagrass is so important. It really is. This is a serious but also uplifting point, because we
I would have
have
spent that $40 billion on the homeless.
yes, right? Feed people, clean the water, get some plastic out of the ocean.
Just end
And the air.
homelessness.
Just-
Of course, that would upend a lot of things. Folks would be very pissed off at me for getting rid of homelessness.
well, here's what we can do. As individuals and as people who like Gangstagrass, we can all get together over these. Are you okay, Rand?
Now, that's messing with my head right now.
Yeah.
It is.
I know.
It is. But seriously, we have these ways of communicating with each other, individual, people to people. We can come to
And one of them
Gangstagrass
motherfuckers used
shows
to be Twitter.
and talk to but was it really? I mean, you know.
Yeah. Either way, you can see the importance of Gangstagrass in bringing you things like naming Mighty Man and Yuck or Turbo Teen TV shows and talking to you for an hour about these shows from the 80s that made no sense. The world needs that.
Yeah. And the world needs all these folks to know each other and talk with each other and have some nice, good conversations. I've been on Board Game Arena. I've been playing games with people all around the world and just having nice conversations with them, because every nice thing that we put into the world, every kind thing that we say to somebody, makes it more likely that they're going to say a kind thing to somebody else, and somebody else is going to do something nice for somebody else, and it all kind of builds on itself. So thanks everybody for being here, and thanks for supporting the album. Gangstagrass.com, you can find where to support, and keep checking the Kickstarter page because there is lots of cool stuff coming. And if you want to help us get to, what was it again, Runch? A mini documentary and
a mixtape on cassette.
Yes.
Yeah, 80s. Bringing the whole
Shout-
80s party.
Shout out to the Mixtape Museum.
Yes. Yeah, if you want to help make that happen, you can do that. Spread the word. Tell everybody you know. And it's going to be great. And what we're already going to make is going to be great. The vinyl's going to happen. That's exciting.
Yeah, new singles dropping.
Yes.
And
new
keep your
singles
ear to the
dropping.
street and you will find out the name of this here album.
Yes. Thanks to everybody who's already supported. We're really excited to bring this stuff to you. Thanks to Wrench
sure.
for creating Gangstagrass and
Pow.
doing that whole thing. Dolio and Arson for amazing verses. Arson, you want to take us out with a freestyle?
I mean, I suppose I don't know why. I gotta make it quick because my phone's about to die. No charging. It's not a fat man. I'm double extra large, which means I'm double fat. Like it was an Oreo double stuff, but you want enough, you can't have none. I'm upset the J Electronica show got canceled. Now I can't handle. Word to myself, so you can call me Randall. Being up a pamphlet, I bring out a scandal. Maybe a little bit like that show. I don't know. I'm a bit confused, but I don't know what to do. I'm giving y'all a bruise. Punch to the eyeball, make it all black. Come through, smoke all the crack. No!
Yes.
I
Crack,
never get
crack,
by, no
crack,
supplies.
crack,
Don't get my
crack.
supplies. Crack, crack, crack.
Yeah.
Holla, I'm sleeping on $1
$1
billion.
billion.
My phone's telling me it's got a charge. It's at 2%. I'm out, y'all.
Yeah.
Gangstagrass represent.
He's got a phone like milk.